Hi, this is Dan Smith coming to you live once again from my home office here in Boise, Idaho. Napoleon Hill was the father of the self-improvement wave that has hit the world in the last about 100 years. There's always been highly successful men and women, but the fact is that most of them lucked into their mindset on their own without a formula for doing that. Prior to that time, the vast majority of men and women had no idea of how to accomplish great things on their own. You know, sports teams have a coach, and most great people have had a mentor to bring them along and to teach them the things that they needed to learn in order to be efficient in whatever their chosen field. Now, there's a principle of growth that unfortunately most people don't understand, and it's really not taught in the public school system, or the government has no idea of the principle. But everyone has heard part of the principle in a common saying, and most don't really want to recognize it or understand the principle from which it's derived. That principle is stated in the old saying that there is no such thing as something for nothing, or stated in another way, there ain't no free lunch. There's a biblical principle of sowing and reaping that God gave to man clear back in the book of Genesis, Genesis 8:22. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Now, how's that start? While the earth remains, seed time and harvest. Break that statement down into its components. What comes first? Seed time. And what comes second? The harvest. Think of going to a wood stove in the wintertime. It's cold and you're freezing and you want some heat to warm your body. You might walk up to the stove and say, in a demanding way, "Stove, give me some heat." To which the stove might respond back in an equally demanding way, "Dummy, give me some wood." Now the principle is that the stove cannot give you heat until you've put some effort in, or in this case, wood or fuel for the fire. So what is the principle? If you want to be successful in anything, you cannot demand success until you put something in. You have to put forth effort. Now the farmer goes out in the field in the late winter and early spring. It may be still very cold outside, but the farmer knows that if he's going to bring in a crop in August or September, it has to begin in February or in March. He prepares the ground, gets the seed ready, and plants his seeds. And then he plants the seeds on faith that the summer will come and that the sun will shine and it will heat up the earth. That there will be water available to make the seed grow, and just as in thousands of years in the past, that the present crop will perform the same way. And if he does his part, then the earth will do its part. In a few months he'll have a harvest, food to eat, crops to sell, and he'll make money for his own expense. In the same way, if you are ever to accomplish something great, there is a season of planting and sowing and a season of growth. That we all have to go through that. And if you are planning on becoming great at anything, then just as the ground is plowed up and the seeds are planted, you will have to sow some new seeds. Perhaps you have some bad habits that need to be changed, or some false beliefs about yourself that they have to be rooted up and gotten rid of. You may have some lazy habits that need to be changed, or some new habits that need to be formed. Habits like diligence and hard work. But just as the farmer knows that if he does his job right, he will have a crop, you need to know that if you are diligent about bringing about the changes that need to be made, then do things in a certain way for an extended period of time, or in other words, take some action, that you'll have success as well. The challenge is in not losing heart and in keeping on until you have reached the goal that you've set for yourself. Now, if you will do this, then you will have your seed time, and the best part, you'll have your harvest. If you are a home-based business and you're not having success at this time, then is it possible that you've not yet sown enough seeds for your harvest? Is there something that you need to change to make yourself into the type of person who is capable of making money in his own home-based business, or in this home-based business industry? Or are you looking for a legitimate, honest home-based business that you can do on your own? I can tell you that if it's a legitimate business, it will require work and a sustained effort over time. All the while keeping faith that you will have success if you do certain things in a certain way and for an extended period of time without quitting. If you'd like to see the home business that I recommend, then click on the link below, enter your email address, watch the video, and it will explain what I believe to be the most powerful business on the web today. But know this, it is a real business, and it will require work in order to have success. So click on that link now, enter your email address, watch that video, and then take action. Or in other words, sow something so that you can have a harvest later on. And if you do that, then I'll speak with you soon. This is Dan Smith wishing you the best life that you can create, the best life through your own sowing and reaping. I'll catch you on the next video.